All right, friends, here to give you a tip for the day for archery. And look behind me over here, and I got two examples of targets, and we're going to talk about those a little bit. So the target on the left, I like these, and if you only have one target, I would have one of these because the dots are contrasted to the background of the target, and it makes it real easy to stay focused on what you're trying to shoot, which is what you should be doing anytime you're shooting archery, is being focused on exactly where you want the arrow to hit versus shooting at a general area. So aim small, miss small. So you can always aim between the dots if you want to practice trying to force yourself to visualize a point of impact. But then I also like having a 3D target, which is on the right, because I do have to force myself to visualize that spot I'm trying to shoot at. And again, if I could pick out like a muscle shadow, or in the case of this turkey, I can visualize that second line from the left being my point of impact. About halfway up that line is where I want to shoot that turkey on this target. That's a good thing to have, because that's what you're going to have to do with an animal. So I hope you find this useful. Again, if you can only afford one target, look at something like a block or the Morel high roller to give you a good sharp contrast, to give you something to focus on in the background. It's a little bit easier to stay focused on the target instead of focusing between your pin and the target. It's really easy to focus on those dots. But if you're going to get ready for an animal later on in the season, I suggest getting one of those 3D targets to go with it. And as always, stay safe, shoot straight, God bless, and happy hunting. All right, guys, that's it for today's practice session. I like going back and forth between the contrasting target and the 3D target, because I think you can build a false sense of confidence if you shoot 3D targets over and over and over, because sometimes you'll fall in love with the results and not the actual application of your skill or the actual application of your shot process. Whereas the contrasting target will remove all doubt where your pin was when you release your arrow. So that's just my tips for the day. Again, I hope you guys like this. Please like, subscribe, leave comments if you want to see some more kind of tip type videos. I don't really get into it because I don't think I'm the best shooter in the world, and I'm the person that should be giving you the most advice on how to shoot. Again, though, I've been shooting for about 25 years, and sometimes I found some ways that can save you a little bit of money here and there and make archery a little bit more affordable. So with that being said, please like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for watching.